What's going on? It is Thursday, July the 6th, 5:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Dave here with Krusty Trades. We're not very happy again today. We're never happy. We are never happy. We are never happy here at Krusty Trades. You traded well, you didn't trade well enough. You traded better, you still didn't trade good enough. You traded bad, shame on you. You traded really poorly, you're a piece of crap. You lost some money, dang it. You lost a lot of money, what a piece of crap you are. I'm talking to myself. When any of that stuff happens, you're never good enough, you never did well enough, you never traded what the market gave you to trade. You did not take everything away that you could take away. You left a lot of money on the table. You left opportunities. You made some money, great. Pat yourself on the back and get your head out of your ass. I'm going to take a look at the market here and see what happens. Get some options I was looking at a while ago. So the ES futures today, go ahead and take a look at that. We'll crank the music up just a little bit. Alright, so anyways, the futures came down, the ES futures. I was thinking they'd probably test 20. They were up here yesterday to 44.91. They had to move down to 44.20 overnight. Had some big moves down on some stocks into that session, a big crack. And they came back up and bounced off to 44.20, made their way through 44.27. 32 is a new level I put in. I don't know if I need that. We got 35 up and then 50, 20 bounce. Normally may get some resistance at 35. It kept going. I was out of some longs around here. It was a big move today, so you technically could have got quite a bit of money on that move up on different call strategies and options. I was scalping and did not hold some stuff as long enough. And just how it goes, many times you're not foreseeing. But it bounced off of 20, came back up 27, 31, 35, got some area. And I started going short in this piece of crap up in here, trying to wait for that to pull back down. We got 44.50. They finally got a little softness, back to 44, 44.25. So you're going to see what happens tomorrow, but they cracked it. And they had that crack the other day. Let's go ahead and look and see what these 15-minute charts were the other day. You had that's not fully engulfed, so normally you would see an engulfing. Oh, that engulfing there, okay. Got the engulfing bar right here. See that? How to signal when it's going to go short in addition to other things. You see this engulfing bar comes up. Usually it's here. You get some engulfing bars, but you start getting those more and more as it starts getting, especially after a drop into the pre-market. They tried to regain that yesterday. The post-market sold. There was some strategies and things that could have been applied there, some things, and it just totally crashed and crapped out. Had some putts, did okay on them. Could have definitely did a lot better with that kind of move that we got. So, got to take that in consideration when you plan your next move. You have a certain amount of things open overnight. You have a feel for the direction. You've got to capitalize on this. And even today, you could have shorted out of the gate from 45 down to 20, and they started getting that support there, bounced up, and found some area here at the top in ES futures. Still looking for a drop back down to 44.35 before we push any further. You had that 50 area where it did get some resistance on, and that's about it. So anyways, you have a great afternoon with the ES thoughts here. Going to be looking at cubes. The cubes came down, and they dropped yesterday from an area of 370.41 down to 364.52 today. Regained some footing to 367.92. Still think we're going to drop into this area overnight, 366.52, and maybe into the cash session even further down tomorrow to 365.35. A lot of people think we're going back up. You'd have to take out 368.66. Actually, it'd be better if you got this in the overnight session, 367.79, before regaining that area. So anyways, that's the cues. You're going to take a look at the SPY. You're going to take a look at crude oil and a few others. And the SPY, same type of thing. V-bottom where it recovered, had a boost back up, and got a push to 40.10 today. Left a lot of money on the table if you went in here and got that move but didn't capitalize on the second leg up. That's okay. That is SPY. Let's go ahead and look at the crude oil real quick, shall we? Crude oil, you know there's a resistance, $72. It came out overnight and looks like the market followed it. It cracked 72, back down to 70.20, tried to find some footing and got back into the 72 level again. It cracks again. We're going where? 68.35, 68.40. Still no major strength here. Attacked it one couple times, got major resistance in doing so. Now you're trying to find yourself here. The market goes with it. Otherwise, they got to take 72 and 72.50 in particular out before you can make that next leg up. Keep an eye on a choppy, dangerous session tomorrow on the market. Don't do anything crazy. Take your scalps and your money and put it in the bank and be done with it. Crude oil, that is CL. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA had a drop down and a base will end up at 214 down, 421.03. Didn't have a crazy drop, but yet you did get about a 10-point drop overnight. You would have capitalized from 18. So overnight, if you were here, you had about a 5-point drop, and then it flushed the rest into the open there, and then came back up and hovered around. So anyway, that's where you're at on NVIDIA. Got the support levels of 1641 and 418. Recover your next level up against 425, slightly in the middle. Be careful, it can chop you either way. Let's take a look at Tesla and Apple and Meta, and we are done. Tesla had a drop down overnight, pretty decent drop, but they finished in this area about 282, came down to 272, so you did have a 10-point drop. Should have made a little money if you're in any kind of Tesla puts, depending on where you got in, where you got out at, this type of stuff. I had a lot I should have held yesterday. They came in with order flow with several different Tesla puts, 260s and 270s right in this area. I picked some up. I got too many of them. I got too heavy. They went against me, and I dumped out in a bunch here. But I did have some and scalped another trade on Tesla puts to get a little piece of the pie, but nowhere near what it should have been, could have been, or will be next time, as we'll be more efficient on these kind of plays. Came in and got support at 274, bounced up to 278, that's the resistance. Hovered around most of the day, and it's flushing back into this 274. Be careful on Tesla. I still think we got a ways to go before we hit 235, and that's very easily done and very easily accomplished, at least minimal to fill in this area. 264 from that push up to 284. Got about 10 points into that so far. Enjoy yourself on that one. If you're short, if you're long, be careful. If you're short, be careful. Be careful doing anything on Tesla right now. Going to be looking at Meta and Apple. And Meta had that boost up, went to $300. And today it went down to $290. It had to. That's the major resistance. $300 was the resistance. That's the sell side look. You almost had a head and shoulders here, but it ran to 300 and crashed out and demolished a lot of people today. And it may keep doing that. Meta target is what? That's 260 is the Meta target. Let's go ahead and cover one more stock. The big bad apple We're about 10 minutes in. Keep these videos short. Don't want anybody to get too bored or too crazy watching too much of this shit as it is. So we are about done, to be honest with you. Had Apple drop down. Covered this in another video, and it opened down here at 189.20, and had that move down, and then turned around and had a big move back up from there as well. From 189.52 up here to 192. What could you have done on Apple this morning? You could have went in Apple calls this morning. You could have went in the 190s, and you'd have been setting plenty nice for the end of the day. You got some of these. You kind of got into them for like 80 cents. They went to $2.30 something cents. That's on a 5-minute chart. Could you have held them longer than that? You could have maybe held them from like 80 cents to $1 up to like $1.80. Yeah, you could have done that. You may not want to wait on that pullback here. I don't blame you to get this kind of move. May not even want to screw with this shit. But just a look at Apple and some stocks in the market today. Some expectations on what can happen. Apple could easily come back down to 190. You sell below 190, you could very easily come back down to 184. They're looking to take out 196, slightly above, about more than a quarter way up. Midline's right there at 193. So that's all I've got for today. This is Dave with Krusty Trades. Enjoy your evening and afternoon. Got one day left. Don't crap your profits from the week. Don't do anything stupid. Take it slow. Don't go into the weekend with your head up your ass, whether you lost money or made money or whatever happened. But for now, enjoy your evening. We'll be back soon. We got a little lead out, and you enjoy your night.